you wrote this whole book about everybody, about my dad, about everybody, about how you're getting through domestic violence. Did you mention in the book that you had sex with my brother, right? I feel like, and if you guys were there, I feel like you guys could have had like a hint. You guys could have kind of felt her animosity towards me stemming from my father, right? Like she said multiple times, like, your dad beat my ass while I was pregnant with you. Of course, that can give someone like a kind of resentment toward the child, right?
Hey cousins, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like and comment. Also, please hit that notification bell. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Shout out to all of my new subscribers, my new cousins. Thank you so much for the support. We are almost at 1,000. So thank you guys so much. In this video, I'm really not going to talk too much because there's a lot going on. We have a rabbit hole to go down. We have a lot to discuss, a lot to unpack. If you guys don't know who's Queens of the King, then you're about to find out, okay? This is Rose. Her and her family became popular on YouTube and TikTok because of Rose's videos that were, everything was racial for her. Everything she talks about is about her white husband, and she's a black baby mama, and that's basically her content. I don't know if it's, I don't know. It's not really for everybody. I'm gonna be honest. But basically, lately, Rose and her husband Brett has been going through it. Usually, they seem like a quote unquote happy couple, but lately, she has been going a little bit crazy. And I don't want to say crazy because it could be postpartum. I really don't know. But we're gonna unpack everything, and then we're gonna come back. Rose and her mom, their situation altogether just really shows the breakdown of family trauma and how when it happens to the mom, it directly can go to the other children. And even though Rose says she's such a great mom and she's nothing like her mother, she's exactly like her mom. She likes to move around, just like how she said her mom had her moving back and forth. Rose has multiple children, multiple baby daddies, just like her mom, who, just like her mom, has a dad or dads that do not want to be a part of their children's lives. She went to Hawaii for a vacation and decided to move her entire family there just because. Like, who does stuff like this? Unless they're going through a mental crisis or they're just that selfish. But it could be anything. I could be wrong. This whole family needs therapy. I will say that. I really hope they all get it together because this is a lot to have on the internet. And the fact that this is their real life makes it even more sad. I feel like her mom also has some trauma that she hasn't healed from even before she had her children. And that is why it's very important to make sure you healed your childhood trauma and you really do the work, the inner work, the self-work before you start having children, because that trauma really does pass down. And now the same type of person that her mom is, where she is very vain and all she talks about is her looks and her skin complexion, that's the same way that Rose is. That's all Rose talk about is skin complexion and how her children are biracial and her husband is white and she's a black baby mama and blah, blah, blah. Like, everything is race, race, race. And it doesn't have to always be like that. If you love this man, just you love this man. It doesn't have to be because he's white. This is just a lot to unpack. So let's just get into it. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share this video. Bye.
I get on live by myself, and I guess she's watching my live while I'm on live by myself. My live while I'm on live by myself, and then so she's like, okay, join me in. So I joined her in. Her energy is weird from the beginning. So she came on, and her energy was weird when she first came on, right? But then she started like, I was trying to touch topics that I felt like can help us, like communicate and talk through and get through and like, you know, like get over. So instead of like, I don't know, something happened along the way where she started getting like aggressive or she started getting defensive. And then she just started saying stuff like crazy stuff that had nothing to do. It's not like she started saying like you pulled a gun out on your brother. I called my brother after the live. Well, no, she said, Snoof told me you pulled a gun out on him. Snoof is my brother. So I called him after the live. I'm like, did you tell mom that? And he's like, no, what the fuck? Like, why would I say some shit like that? So anyways, long story short, she said some crazy stuff, right? And that's fine. So I wake up today, and I see old pictures, 5 years old, of me and her and my sons. You know, like, it sucks that after, oh, also, let me mention, when she got on the live, she hurried up and she went like this. Just so y'all know, my book is called blah, 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 like shouted herself out. And I got quiet. I said, okay, that's okay. Yeah, you can shout yourself out.
You know, but I do want to talk about like your video. So how are you about that? You can.
I don't know. It all depends on what you're gonna say about my video. Did you post it? Did they see it?
No, I didn't post it.
Well, if you guys want to see my video after this, you can go to my part, which is at Breaking Cycles of Abuse or at Breaking Cycles, whatever it is. I think it says Breaking Cycles of Abuse. But basically, because I don't want you guys to think that I did a horrible video, because I actually did a really nice video. And but it expressed how I felt about a situation one day after Rose and I had got into a disagreement, and I was extremely stressed out. But it's a very nice video, actually.
Was that with the Mimi situation?
Maybe, I don't remember. It was 1 month ago, so maybe, yeah.
So we won't explain that situation. So in the video, you said,
no, not a fight. We don't punch fight. We got into a disagreement. Just addressing someone, helping you.
So in the video, you said,
go ahead. I'm all for, you selling your book. But she did that very instantly, very immediately when she got on my live. She shouted her book out, right? So, okay, I still didn't think of it as a red flag. I'm just like, okay. So then when I get off the second live of her like going crazy on me, I realized that she's now created a YouTube channel. All of my family know that I am very successful YouTuber at this point. And they see the way that YouTube has like changed my life and made me able to buy other businesses and buy houses and whatnot, right? So Brett has also told you guys before, when me and Brett's wedding, we didn't talk again years, months before our wedding. And then we still invited her to our wedding. She wasn't going to come, but she came because the whole rest of the family came. And of course they were going to be like, what? Mom wasn't there. So anyways, she came to our wedding, and Brett has talked about this before. She just randomly started calling me bitches at our wedding. Like, fuck you, bitch. After I said I do, we started leaving, and she claims that she got drunk. I don't know. But she just started saying, fuck you, bitch, at my wedding. And like ruined my whole wedding. So Brett and I, we did another wedding. We renewed our vows because the wedding, we paid like $30,000 for the wedding. And that one thing just ruined my whole freaking day. Like I was crying so hard. Okay, that's good. Kudos to you. I'm so happy for you. This morning, I wake up, I get on YouTube, and the first thing I see is 5-year-old pictures of me and my 2 mono-race children and her. And she's like, we have great times when there's no negativity. Like trying to like paint this facade that she's this amazing person or this soft, sweet person. And it's just like, I called her and said, hey, can you please, congratulations to your new 200 subscribers that you got from me. I looked at your videos right before our live, and you were getting 9 views, and now you're getting 1,000 views. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. But can you please just like not mention me and my family? Like whenever I've mentioned you, the most that I've mentioned is I don't have a great relationship with my mom. And I mentioned I wish it was better. After that lie that you did on my public platform, and the way that you behaved on that I'm welcoming you and inviting you to, what you did on my public platform was not okay. So when I call you and say, hey, can you please not post, again, she didn't post not a single picture of him or race because my husband has said he feels like she does not like our kids for a certain reason. Maybe because their color, maybe because she's jealous, whatever the reason, that's how my husband feels. I didn't say that. That's what my husband literally said to her. She can't show a picture, not even with race, because she doesn't have a picture with race, because after I got with Brett, everything tarnished, like completely tarnished. My mom wrote this book, right? And if you guys were on the live, you know I'm very, very close with my daddy. You know she kept talking about my daddy, right? And how my daddy beat her, right? And I was very respectful. I let her talk about it. I let her say that he beat her or whatever the case. Because realistically, yeah, he did. I seen a couple times. He's a totally different man now, but I don't know. My dad's always been a great dad. I love my dad to life. But you wrote this whole book about everybody, about my dad, about everybody, about how you're getting through domestic violence. Did you mention in the book? Yes, she said he beat her, Jenny said. Did you mention in the book that you had sex with my brother? Right? I feel like, and if you guys were there, I feel like you guys could have had like a hint. You guys could have kind of felt her animosity towards me stemming from my father, right? Like she said multiple times, like, your dad beat my ass while I was pregnant with you. Of course, that can give someone like a kind of resentment toward the child, right? So when I go to ask her, like, hey, do you think maybe you have a resentment toward me because you constantly said that my dad beat you while you were pregnant with me? She's like, no, not at all. Nope, that's not at all.
Okay. So, my question for you is, have you ever looked and tried to think differently? Have you ever looked and tried to say, okay, maybe since he beat me while I was pregnant with her, maybe without even like trying to, I have resentment.
I am so not drunk. You are crazy. I have not.
No. I don't even know if they're talking about you. They've been saying I've been drunk since I've been on here. So,
Oh, I'm definitely not drunk.
I only had one glass and not even done with
Excuse me. I just got home from work and I was drinking some watermelon juice, and Rose just asked me to pour a glass of wine that I'm not even done with.
No, that's
so
your natural
sweet
personality.
I am really naturally funny, silly, and I have fun, but I also am serious. So this is my personality. It's always drunk, even when I'm sober. I barely drink.
Yeah. So have you thought that maybe you hold a bit of resentment toward me because of what you went through during your pregnancy?
Oh, well, to answer that question, not even a little bit.
Please answer like truly authentically.
I am.
Okay.
Not even this much. Not even a little bit. I actually was extremely excited when I was pregnant. Rose is such the most beautiful baby. Everybody used to say, oh, you spoil her too much. You hold her too much. Oh, she's going to be so spoiled. She's going to be so bad. Because all I did was look at her, hold her. I spoiled the heck out of her. Not only me, all of his family, all of my family, my cousin Lashana, like, we all spoiled Rose. Like, Rose was such a pretty little, beautiful, sweet little girl when she was little. She was a very spoiled child. So no, not even a little bit. Not even an inch.
Okay. So,
but
again,
I can say as time went on, you was a little bit harder to deal with as like a teenager, and even as a kid you were like a little bit mean to the other kids and stuff like that. And so as time went on, you started to, when you was a kid it was okay, but as you became a teenager you were you got really mean during your little teenage years, and it was very hard for me to deal with. I wasn't that type of teenager. I've always been, even my mom's like, I've always been real. My personality is very different, but it's similar. So the the aggressiveness that you had when you were like a teenager, and and I don't like to argue and all that type of stuff, but so as time went on, when you became a teenager, you became harder to deal with. And then
do you think part of that, with me being a mother, do you think part of that hard to deal with as a child could stem from a feeling
as a
of
teenager,
yeah, that's a child, yeah, could
yeah.
stem from like feelings of rejection, like literally from as far as I can remember at 7 years old. You and my dad got a divorce, you moved back to California. My dad, I feel like you chose Michelle and
Wait,
Mari.
at 7 years, when was 2003?
Mm-hmm.
How old were you?
7, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
When you were living with me in Ontario, California,
so,
and
you have to
and
listen.
you were living with me, um, and you went to school, high school with me. You went to visit your dad, and you never
You have to
came
listen.
back.
May you listen, please?
Hmm?
Yeah. Okay, so do you think that maybe misbehavior can stem from a place of you chose Michelle and Mario, your two kids by Mike?
No, I did not. That
Okay,
is a
wait,
lie.
let me just talk
That
and then
is
you
a
tell me how you
lie.
feel.
That's a
Okay.
lie.
Okay,
I
well,
definitely did not.
okay,
Your
well, for
dad,
the most of the part you had them.
your
Just
dad
listen and then talk.
definitely did not.
For the most of the part, you had those two, right? You had
No,
those.
that is no. I had you,
No,
my
wait. Just let me
Renee.
talk, please, and then you can talk.
No,
But for
I
the
did
most of
not.
growing up,
Mario lived in Solon, Ohio for many years. Rose, you lived out here. Did you forget? I did not have no Michelle and Mario. That's not true. No, I did not. And
Michelet,
and in
Michelet can
reality,
agree that for the most of the part growing up, I'm not saying forever, I'm not saying from the
I'm not.
beginning.
Michelle's not here. Keep her name out of it. This is between me and you,
Okay.
because I can
So
say
for
some stuff she said too.
so for the most of the part growing up, how I feel, you have
Mm-hmm.
Michelet and Mario, and my dad would not let go, hold on closely to Charm and Snoof. Me and Makwane were kind of floaters until Makwane went to my dad and stayed with him. So my dad raised Makwane, Charm, and Snoop. You raised Michelet and Mario. I was the one
Mm-mm.
child. Okay. I was the one child.
That
Can
is
you
very not true.
ask?
That's kind of almost a bold-faced lie. And when you're
Okay,
done
so answer
with
this really quick, Mom. Can
that,
you
yeah,
agree with the fact that I was the one child for sure that you got tired of, you sent me to my dad. Then my dad got
no,
tired of me, he sent me to you. Then you got tired, you sent me to, then my dad got tired. Let's be honest. I am the one child that went from California, Ohio, Ohio, California, California, Ohio, Ohio, California. I am. I remember crying saying, I don't want to go to my dad, saying, I don't want to go to California. And I believe I remember crying to you as well, saying, I don't want to go to Ohio. I was back and forth and forth and back. Do you agree with that at least? That I was
not
bouncing back and forth a lot? Do you
e-
really not
everybody.
agree with that actual
What
fact?
can I? What do I have time to talk now?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. So in 2003, when I ran in my car in a Yukon Denali because I had got beat up real bad and almost choked, and then I tried to go to a shelter for women, a battered shelter. The police said all of the shelters were full. So then I went and tried to escape because I had got beat up real bad by her dad. And so then I drove in the car. I had my snoof and I had myself and I had Mario. That was it. So then we tried to drive to your grandma Rosie's house. Remember that? And then, well, you were little. Drove to grandma Rosie's house and I asked her, "Hey, can you bring all the kids down so I can go?" She said, "Oh no, he already called because I left him." If you read the book, you'll see I left him at the gas station trying to get away. Went to the shelter for women. They didn't have it. The police said the only way that we'll be able to take you to get your clothes, because I said, "Can you just take me to get my clothes? That's all I want to do." The police said the only way you can go and get your clothes is if you file a police report. I did not want to file a police report on her dad because then they said that he would go to jail. So the type of person I am, I did not want the father of my kids to go to jail. So what I did was I drove my car all the way from from Ohio to California. But the only person that Grandma Rosie would bring downstairs was Miss Chalet because that was not your dad's daughter.
Anyways, she had sex with my brother, her stepson. My mom, this amazing, beautiful, soft, my mom, Race, go in the room with brothers. Really, really quick, okay? And then I'm gonna give you some more candy. And we're gonna go to the pool, okay? My mom had sex with her stepson, which was my brother, which was my daddy's son. So it's not biological to her, but still, that's disgusting. And she had sex with him, causing my dad to send my brother away. From my understanding, at the time, my brother was like 17 years old. And it caused my daddy to send they lived in Ohio at this time. It caused my daddy to send my brother away. My firstborn brother, my dad's firstborn child, my dad's everything. My dad's everything. Sorry, that's my brother. But anyways, my dad sent my brother away because of this, because that was his wife at the time. He sent them away to my uncle in Las Vegas. There, my brother was like what's the word? My brother kept calling my dad and saying, Dad, I want to come home. I want to come home. Like, I want to come home. And so finally, my dad started getting like a gut feeling, okay, it's time to send my son home. So the day before he sent him home, my brother got beaten with a gun in the head over a bike. And the guy was robbing him for his bike, and he got beaten in the head, and the gun went off, and my brother died. So I just want to say, Janata, before you get on here and like tell lies because of your blackened heart, when I called you this morning and said, please don't post my family, and you said, oh, you could dish it out, but you can't take it. I didn't dish anything out. All I dished out is that I don't have a good relationship with you. But now I'm dishing it out. I've never dished out anything about you except I didn't like my wedding, because you called me a bitch at my wedding, which is a fact. And I dished out that we don't have a relationship, and that hurts me. That's the only thing, if you guys have been here, you guys know, that's what I've dished out this entire time. So when I called you this morning and asked you to stop trying to gain clout off of me, you already did it. You already got subscribers and supporters. Congratulations, good job. But when I asked you not to post me and my kids, and you said, oh, you could dish it out, but you can't take it, you were wrong. You're like 55 years old, and it's time to grow up. So if you want to, like, the lie that you said on my public platform, that I, like, pulled out a gun on my brother. You said my brother said, so you didn't see that. But you're like, her brother even said, okay. But let's talk about the reality of who you are, ma'am. I allowed you to join, and when I got off, Brett said, why did you do that? You know you shouldn't have. And to be honest, like I've admitted a million times, because I couldn't air her people out from a distance. I was already at a distance in the mainland. I lived nowhere near any of my family. Neither Brett or I did. I moved to Hawaii for a peace of mind. But we're just doing some walking, and it's so nice. I guess we're at the mall?
Yeah, some sort of strip mall, but it's just downtown stores.
Yeah.
You know, it's just what it is. Yeah, this is nice. You could get comfortable living here.
Very. I mean, it's the fact that, like, not that I don't feel safe in Arizona, but someone told me that it was boring out here in Hawaii, a local that's lived here all her life, and she's like, it's kind of boring. But I started getting that in my head, but when I think about it, what have I been doing in Arizona? Nothing. Sitting in the house every single day. So, like, as far as going outside and, like, being out of those four walls and walking around, I feel like it'll definitely happen here. A lot of people were telling me how rude I am for moving to Hawaii because locals don't want people to live here. But I'm sorry. Baby, I could live where I was taken from Africa. This is part of America. I was taken from Africa and brought to America, and with this man, wherever. I was taken. I was taken. But this is American land, so I can live in wherever in America I want to live. This is God's green earth, and we're all welcome to live here. Me, my little old self not living here is not going to stop any of the problems that Hawaii has, I promise. So, sorry. I'm enjoying my life and enjoy the aloha that Hawaii has to offer.
You're good for the economy. You spend a lot of money, so you're good.
Yeah, another person said it was rude of us to visit here because they're begging us to stop coming. But
that was in 2020.
Yeah, but the thing is,
that was a village.
Hawaii's economy runs off of tourism. So like at this point, I don't think that's true. But I wanted deeply 1 million subscribers. I worked really hard for it, but I didn't know all that comes with it at the time. Obviously, you're not gonna know what comes with it until you do it. And that's another thing, like me saying you're not gonna know what comes with it until you do it. You can use that on the aspect of having kids too. People are like, why did you have so many kids if you're gonna be frustrated? Well, how can you know how it is to have 4 kids until you have 4 kids, you know? Having 2 kids was super easy. 3, but 4 is like really hard. It's really hard for now, but I could not know that if I did not have 4 kids. But I moved to Hawaii 100% for peace of mind. I've been begging my older 2 kids, Ross, a little quieter. I've been begging my older 2 kids' dad for a passport for them for years. But I just want to say, you guys talk about like how, or some people talk about how I moved 4 times in a year, which is inaccurate. I moved twice. But if I wanted to move literally 300 times in 1 year, that is literally my prerogative.
I did.
Forward, yes, he changed. He's a bishop and all of that. Toodles. I'm glad. I've forgiven all of that. But my whole point is that yes, Rose, you bounce back and forth between parents. Yes, you did. And yes, I do understand
and
that
I was bounced back from California to Ohio to California to Ohio. I'm the one child that does not have a relationship with my siblings because I did not get to. I was bounced back and forth and back and forth.
No, you have a relationship with every last one of them.
They love each other. They're so close because they were raised together in Ohio. Michelet and Mario, they love each other because they have the same dad.
And you had all of them.
I was bounced back and forth. You guys didn't allow me a relationship with anybody. You picked me up and I can't deal with her. I'm sitting her. I can't deal with my kids. I'm not right now. I can't deal with my kids. There's so much to deal with.
It wasn't because I couldn't deal with you.
I would not send them just because I can't deal with them right
now. Like to deal with all these kids in the house and then having me leave and then you being having to deal with it. Kind of makes things worse. But.
Yeah. But my daddy said he'll take the older 2 until school starts August 5th. I want to do it. Do you want to do it? Yeah, so my daddy said he'll take the older 2 boys for a second, give me a little break. That's awesome. But anyways, yeah, my daddy is going to take the older 2 boys, so it's going to give me a great break. Sex tape rumors. Oh, Lord.
You never had...
Yeah, no, that wasn't me. That was him. It can end up being something totally different. You never know, like, what's going on in someone's life. Like, intentionally not calling and answering your calls, never. If you called me even 2 or 3 times, like, I would have been like, unless me and you fall out. We didn't fall out today. So.
Yeah, but I just felt like it hurt my feelings so deeply because we just got off the phone with me telling you how I was literally crying on the balcony because of your daughter.
About Michelle, my daughter, your sister.
Yeah, it felt like kind of dismissive for you to just,
No, but actually, 1 + 1 did not equal 2 on that. That one thing didn't have to do with the other. The only thing that I had to do with is I was tired, and also I didn't get your phone call, so I switched over to Wi-Fi calling. I'm actually on Wi-Fi calling now, so I was able to talk to you.
Well, I do appreciate you getting on. I truly do.
Yeah. Fuck you. Talking about I don't like my daughter. I love my daughter. Stupid. Are you crazy or retarded? I absolutely love my daughter with all of my heart.
Right,
So
D.
whoever would not love their own child that they carry and birth is horrible. I loved her. I kept her in cute little ponytails. I nurtured her. We had fun times together. You guys don't even know. She only tells you the drama, but she don't tell you the good stuff. But I mean, that's normal.
Can we talk about
It's good and bad to life. Nobody's gonna get along perfectly all the
so
time.
remember we said that we were gonna do it like wind down Wednesdays, and then we changed it to sip solace Saturdays because solace means kind of like comfort, combine, kind of like counsel. And so I switched it to that because I wanted to talk to you today after you sent me the message. I mean, the video from your YouTube. So I wanted to talk
Oh,
about that. Is that okay?
sure. But you guys also have to keep in mind, I worked for 9 hours today. So my attitude is probably a little bit more, I haven't even had time to wind down at all. Like literally, I came through the door, changed my clothes, stuffed this pizza down my throat, drank my whole, what's that stuff, and got on there and started uh, trying to get on your link and everything, trying to figure that out. But how's everybody doing today, first of all? I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Saturday. Relax and enjoy your day. Life is not that, it's as stressful as you make it, you know? Like sometimes you got to give it all to God and just let it go. And you have to not care about what anybody say, think, feel. I mean, at the end of the day, if you stress yourself out too much, you're the one that's going to have a stroke or a heart attack, high blood pressure, and all kinds of things that comes along with stress. You got to love, live, and let go, and you have to forgive. No one's perfect. That's my advice.
Okay. So, it seems like you're in a happy mood, and that's really, really good.
Well,
But I do want to talk about like your video. So I'm feeling about that. You can
I
give
don't
your
know. It all depends on what you're going to say about my video. Did you post it? Did they see it?
No, I didn't post it.
Well, if you
yes,
guys want to
Shelby.
see my video after this, you can go to my part, which is at Breaking Cycles of Abuse or at Breaking Cycles, whatever it is. I think it says Breaking Cycles of Abuse. But basically, because I don't want you guys to think that I did a horrible video, because I actually did a really nice video. And, but it expressed how I felt about a situation one day after Rose and I had got into a disagreement and I was extremely stressed out, but it's a very nice video, actually.
Was that with the Mimi situation?
May I don't remember. It was 1 month ago, so maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So we won't explain that situation. Um. So in the video, you said
No, not a fight. We don't punch fight. We got into a disagreement. Just addressing someone,
yeah.
helping them to
So in the
understand.
video, you said maybe don't read the comments so much, Mom. Just look at me and sip your wine and kind of like just talk. Because if you read the comments, then you're gonna be like, you're gonna feel like at a what is it called? You're gonna feel like you're having to defend. So can you not read the comments for a second? You can read them later, but can you like try to talk to me and sip your wine? Please. Please. Please.
Girl, yes.
Right, D.
Okay.
Because reading those comments to people that don't even know me, and I'd be
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
and it's not that I really I care that much, but it's just that I need to let them understand because if you don't know someone,
Well,
you
me
can't.
too, Mom. I just broke down, crying my heart out, and people are just talking about you need a psychiatrist and just being so rude, so utterly rude. So then I
Oh,
just start
wow.
talking and pouring out without looking at the comments, and it was
Oh,
really
okay. So
beneficial.
let's do that. Let's do that.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
Can you
Okay.
be? Is it good? Like you have so much overhead. You want to bring your camera tilted down a bit or no?
Oh, you know I'm not that good at this.
Okay.
Now you can see I'm sitting down.
No, you don't have to like hold it. I don't want you to hold it. I just want a better view because like you're like.
Oh, let me see. Okay, I think I can do it like this. Let's
See,
see.
like right now, like someone's commenting in capital, like Rose craves attention. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it really is crazy. So you don't have to worry. They're not just at you. They talk. They just do this. Like they're commenting. They're spamming it. Yeah, they're.
Now that was funny when she said they just.
But
do
anyway,
Wow.
you saw how quickly someone came and found you after we did that live yesterday, right? They came and found you and literally called you.
Well, I
These
just
are the
want you
type of
guys.
people that we're dealing
Poor
with.
Rose. Poor Rose. Poor Rose. She got such a beautiful mom. Poor Rose. Poor you. Do you even have a mom?
That's not. You're so unserious.
But I'm in a fun mood. I told you this is a work day. It's a whole different vibe than yesterday. I worked all day. I'm tired.
Okay.
I'm tired and I have a low tolerance for ignorance. So those people are being ignorant. Exactly. Look, I like Jane's cracking up, laughing. Exactly. We're on the same vibe, girl.
No,
But
anyway,
anyway.
Turner said y'all Jamaican, right? No, she's not Jamaican. She's like Indian, white, and Cuban.
I'm Jamaican.
I'm Jamaican. I'm Jamaican. She's Indian, white, Cuban, and African American.
If I was Jamaican.
Okay, so Mom, in the video.
Oh my gosh.
In the video that you sent me, because obviously you wanted me to see how you feel. You stated that my dad beat you and like with a closed fist, like really, really abused you while you were pregnant with me, and you did your research.
I literally can do that if I want to do that. Just because you live your life in a certain way, we have to understand that. Like, you live your life in a certain way does not mean your way is the right way. It means it's the right way for you. And you have to be understanding to someone that wants to live their life differently. If I had the passports, you guys would really think that I'm unstable and everything else because the person that I am, I like to move around, I like to travel. If I have those passports, then they would be homeschooled, and I would be moving a ton. I wanted to go to Europe, I wanted to go to Africa, I wanted to go to Bahamas, and so you think that moving twice in a year is something, I would have moved a lot if I had the passports. Right? Not moved, just like traveled around. I have on shorts, you guys, just so y'all know. How do the kids enjoy traveling? The kids love, and they're so upset that they can't get their passport because they love traveling. Okay, Nish said that Hawaii has the worst education system, and so I want to talk about it. Yes, it's a proven fact, and we've had, because I can admit when I'm wrong. That with her, if you guys saw how everything like went down, I was sad when I got on the live, and then you guys see my whole attitude change. I was so happy when she joined, and then I like crashed to like really sad again.
Me on my live because I didn't tell these folks we're not together because I told Brett I want to take a break.
Girl, take a break with y'all got 2 kids. Take a break. Why?
It don't matter. I can take a break.
You can do whatever you want to do. Kids don't stop nothing. Kids don't stop nothing.
Hello, don't.
But at the same
let them know for real. Let them know. Let them know. But anyways, to be
but at the same time, I do honor marriage, and
me too. That's why we're not getting a divorce. We were like taking a break, and breaks are healthy. Like when you build a strong foundation, breaks are healthy to like work on yourself. You know.
Well, I do agree with whoever just said take a break from social media because social media can be extremely draining, and it can be draining to your relationship too. You know.
Here, Rach. Come here. Here. Come here. Come here.
You know.
Here, Rach. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, I think you should probably just take a break from social media and concentrate on your marriage.
Okay, girl. Well, let me Okay, so mom.
Who said don't
wait, you know what's funny? These weird hate pages. They got like full blown, really long, like thorough.
Wait. Excuse me. What y'all say? Mom isn't in my. Oh no, I'm a mom, honey.
Okay, so crazy hate channels, and they're like, I'm gonna go and find her mom, and I'm gonna find her baby daddy's email address and get all this dirt on her. So I just thought about that. They might be messaging. They like, oh, we got her. So anyways,
Let me tell you something. It's not even. Oh, well, let me tell y'all something, honey. I'm a child of God. And let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. There is no family on earth is perfect. Mm-hmm. So whatever
you about they're gonna try to they don't give no crap about what you got going on. They're gonna try to message you about me because they're making all these dirt channels like
hard. I'm not the one. Or the 2 or the 3.
Okay.
The 4, 5,
and I
6,
might be giving you and I'm giving YouTuber vibes because
it's so messed up.
I've always been like this. This is my personality every single day. She know I make people. This is how you think she got it. You the apple, the tree,
the apple,
the apple and the tree. So y'all don't bother DMing me because I'm not giving you no dirt about mine.
Don't bother, huh?
In Ohio. So it is what it is. And that's what Rose has. And as she starts to get older, it'll fill out a little bit more when her face gets a little more chubby. But right now, it's nothing fake.
Okay. We don't care that our forehead is big. Tyra Banks is too. A lot of pretty girls' foreheads are big.
Guess what, YouTubers? I get a chance to tell them everything bad you say about Rosie. But I am a but listen, check this out though. I truly am a woman of God, but one thing I am is confident. YouTubers can't break me down. I'm beautiful. I love my nose. I love my forehead. I love my cheekbones. I love me. She loves her. So guess what? You're not breaking nothing down. I be reading y'all, and even when I'm mad at her, I'll be like, oh, they are such haters. Haters will hate, Rose, but guess what? You will still be beautiful, and they will continue to hate. And I love the mixed babies, and I love the black babies, and I love all the babies because we don't see color. My family comes from a mixture of color. Believe it or not, Rose is mixed with Jamaican, white.
Oh my goodness! Not that we haven't even spoke of it, but girl, they Jamaican because they got the motherfucking nerve to say somebody making up that they're Jamaican. That's so weird. Who makes up something like that? Go sit down.
Kingston, Jamaica. Rose is mixed with Kingston, Jamaica. And then on my grandmother's side, I don't know, maybe that's some of the reason I got the hair. But then on my father's side, we also mix with Indian. And then on my mother's side, we mix with on my mother's father's side, we are Cuban and black. So we got Cuban, and then Rose, and I have white, and I have Indian.
Mom, can I ask you something?
And then Rose has
Jamaican. The first week of December, girl, because my phone is about to die.
December.
We can actually do this now that you know how to do it. I can send you the link in the future. We can figure out a day. We can both grab our wine.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about Wine Down Wednesdays?
Wine Down Wednesdays.
Like grab our wine, and I like.
I'm gonna need my nails done.
Somebody on live with a different person, but you'll be first. Yeah.
No, I don't. I can be first or second, baby. I ain't worried about.
No, I want you to be first because that just sounds real cute. Wine Down Wednesday, and we like sit and chat. But
I just saw Charm a year ago.
Okay, how many times in Charm's life have you seen her in face, and for how long each time?
I don't know. Sometimes a whole day, a couple of days, a few days.
That's your daughter, and face to face, you've only seen her like a handful of times, and not for a long period.
That is not true. Are we talking? I think it's best that we talk about you, because if we're gonna talk about everybody else, then everybody.
And then my husband comes, and then I like take stuff out on my husband.
That you did not take care of Race for the whole first year of his life. Let's just be very, very, very honest. Let's be honest, Brad. What have you really, really done? I'm sitting here silent, talking to Alan while you're yelling. Let's be honest about it. Rose paid for every single aspect of your life. friend. You literally did not have anything before. Let's be honest about that. You were 32 years old, living in somebody's basement on a mattress. Didn't even have a bed. Only on a mattress. Only on a mattress. You moved into my luxury apartment with me. You were asking me, hey, come. Oh my God, you are a liar. You were asking me, hey, come to my house, and I felt uncomfortable to come to your house because you lived in the ghetto. Let's be honest. What are you talking about? Yo, let's just be very, very honest about it. Like, let's stop lying.
Because I'm like asking my husband like on the live because I'm wanting him to like, babe, I need you because she's lying on me. I need you to, in front of these people, tell the truth. And my husband is not a confrontational person. So he's just like, yeah, you know, I don't know, you know, but I wanted him to be more like, no, you know, this is what happened, you know this, because in reality, my husband tells me, I was on my, do not, can you go in the room? Go in the room, and then I'll get done, go in the room. My husband tells me like, don't mess with her, change your number, leave her alone, stop doing it, and then his attitude changes like when we're in front of people, and that made me like upset. But honestly, the root of it all was that conversation with her. That threw me all the way like far left. That broke my heart so bad because I had the greatest intentions for that conversation. So after like I drank like the rest of the bottle of alcohol, and then I was just in a confrontational vibe, I guess. But it was not healthy for anybody. But that's why when people affect you on that level, you know that you need to cut those people off. But anyways, so I asked her to delete my pictures, and what she had to say this morning was nope, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. So I just want to say, Janata, when we're dishing things out, and when you're writing stuff in a book, let's make sure we write everything. Oh yeah, when you're writing a book, make sure you comment everything. I mean, to be honest, you probably should have left him when he sent his son away. Because to be honest, if I did some stuff like that, I'm not about to stay. And like you said on my live, like while we're dishing things out, you wanted to get clout off of me, just like all of the rest of these pages. Okay, you got the clout, you should have stopped there. But you want to continue to talk about me. Let's be honest about everything. If I was a man, I would have beat your ass too for having with my son. You know, that's not okay. That's gross, to be honest. And you probably should have mentioned that in your book when you were mentioning my dad beating your ASS, you know. What else? Oh, like you said in the live, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Let's not forget who the first dirty dancer was in the family. Let's not forget that, who the first dirty dancer in the family was. You were actually dancing with your daughter, which is my older sister, Michelle. So yeah, when I say like I have a very deranged relationship with my mother, and I have to teach myself all of this. I have to teach myself how to be a good mother and be there for my kids and whatnot. Because yeah, my mom is twisted. A clip from this morning when I called my daddy. My daddy is a bishop of churches now. He's like a whole 360 of who he was, but I don't personally. I don't think my daddy was ever a bad person at all. Personally, like I don't. But I tried to call my daddy today and like get like his validation, like so that y'all can hear. But my daddy's not having it. He's not gonna talk about nobody at all. Even though she talks about him like a dog, he don't be on talking about nobody. Why can't mommy get some clout? Are you going to accuse your mom on YouTube for real? Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm not gonna accuse. I'm just gonna speak the reality. Yeah, I am. Like, why do you guys send messages like that? Like, are you really gonna do this for real? Yeah. Do you really see me doing it? Do you hear me with your ears and see me with your eyes? Like, really see me doing it? Yes, I'm gonna do it. You guys go in the room.
Are we going to the book today?
Yeah. Go in the room.
Don't put it out.
Like, are you really gonna do that to your mom? Yeah. Do you really see me doing it? She wrote a whole book. I think in her book she mentioned a lot of stuff in her book, but she forgot to mention a couple things.
And do you still need my iPod?
I still need your iPod, baby. Stop. She forgot to mention why my brother is not here.
And do you still need
Yes, baby, I still need it.
And did you
Stop.
need my
Grace, we're not going to the pool because you're not behaving.
Yeah, Mom.
Okay, well go in the room until I'm done. Go in the room. Okay, so this is my dad, and he don't want to talk, but y'all see I'm on the phone with my daddy, right?
I'm taking me down.
When my brother died, was it because Janata had sex with him, and then that's when you sent him to Vegas?
I don't talk about that stuff. Janata's got nothing. She's nice.
I know, but I'm asking for the truth. When was that why you sent him to Vegas?
I don't talk about stuff like that. I don't remember who knows. So I'm trying to
Because she talked about all in your book, you having sex with her mom, so I'm just wondering, did She literally had sex with my brother, right?
I would say that she was a nice lady. She, what did she do? She's into real estate now, and she's about to get married. She's really good.
Okay. So anyways, that's my nice, beautiful daddy that didn't want to air her out. But as you guys see, he's just like, I don't want to talk about it. Because he's a nice person, unlike her. He's not going to go around talking about all what she does, but she's going to go around, he beat me, he tried to kill me, in her book that she wants you guys to buy. What else was I going to say? Yeah, you know, Rose has always, I've never minded, like, sharing the reality of my life. So if we want to share, let's just share everything. I can talk about other things too, like how she met this one person in the closet, but we won't talk about that right now. Yeah, so that's that. And that's the story of why my oldest brother is no longer here with us, because my lovely mother. Your daddy is old school. Some things should be not spoken about. Maybe you, Rose, should take his advice. Actually, in the end of that conversation, he talked about how she was kind of like trying to chase clout, and he said, "Don't worry about it, Rose. This is what happens, and it's not, watch." Yeah, he's old school. He's not going to sit around and talk crap about people, but let's see if I can find the end of that conversation. He's like, yeah, she's going to do that because she's smart. She's trying to build her followers, and so she's going to do this. Hold on.
Views off of me. Sick and pathetic.
Yeah. She's doing a smart thing. She's using you to climb the ladder.
Very sick and pathetic.
He said she's doing the smart thing. She's using you.
She randomly seen me on live and like, join me in. So, you know, I'm all excited. It's my parent. I like to talk to her. She likes to talk to me. She got on there and then started talking about, you pulled the gun out on Snoop and all of this. She just wanted to get clout. Tell me why she made a fucking YouTube channel. She sees that it's paying me, so she wanted to get clout, and she made a YouTube channel. And she joined my live to get views off of me. Sick and pathetic.
Yeah. She's doing a smart thing. She's using you to climb the ladder.
Very sick and pathetic. I called Snoop. I was so confused. Like, wait, pull the gun out on Snoop? You could at least say Mario. I called Snoop and said, Snoop, I pulled the gun out on you? Mom said that. He said, man, what the fuck? I ain't never said no shit like that. The fuck are you talking about?
Well, if you argue with anything else, the controversy creates views. Everything creates views. So that's what my drive is.
Okay, so that's my dad, and he's like, yeah, she's using you to climb the ladder. That's what she does. But I see somebody, y'all be so concerned about my family. Somebody said, did your dad know you were recording? Yeah. My dad also watches every single one of my videos. He's my #1 supporter. So thank you for being concerned. But yes, my daddy does know. And that's probably a big reason that he did not want to say anything. He doesn't like to be in a mess. Rose, you look like a little girl, so pretty. Your mom should be proud of you. I would never do anything to bring my daughter down. Yeah, it was really, really weird. I couldn't believe when I got married. Like, obviously that's like a one-time thing. Like the first time I got married, obviously I didn't have like a big wedding. So this was like my chance at a big, beautiful wedding. I picked out the perfect dress. I was so excited. And she's yelling all through my wedding, bitch, fuck you. Like for no good reason at all. Me and my husband are holding hands, walking into our reception. You know, the reception, we're holding hands, walking into the reception, and she's just like, bitch, fuck you, just yelling, bitch, fuck you. The only thing that I've ever aired out on this channel is that I don't have a relationship with my mom, and I wish it was better. That's the only thing that I've ever said on this channel. I don't have a relationship with my mom. She's not like a motherly mother figure. I mean, her grandma wasn't, her mom wasn't, and now she isn't. And so now it's time for me to break that generational curse. That's why I'm so hard on myself as a mother. And that's why I don't, like, you know, yeah. It'd be super easy to just send my kids away, but I don't do that. I'd rather, like, be frustrated, go through depression, everything else, than to just send them away to anybody. If I send them away to somebody that I know they're going to be protected, you know, and, like, have a good time and want to be there for a little break, that's different. But I'm not just going to send them, I'm not going to say any names, but I'm not just going to send them to anybody because I felt that, and I don't want to put my kids through that at all whatsoever. Thank you so much, but I'm 100% paying attention to my baby. Oh, to be honest, I ain't never took care of no white kids before. This some other type of shit. I don't care. Yes, I said it. I can't believe she said that. I ain't never took care of no white kids before. They're very different. They're very different. My black kids have never. My black kids don't do this shit. I don't care. I said it. Yes. Yes.